Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Liverpool Connection podcast. I am your host, Daz, and it's the review show of the game today, Luton versus Liverpool. Ended 1-1. I wasn't surprised by the team the Klopp put out. Maybe a little bit surprised. Little bit surprised by Gomez starting left back, not Tsimikas. And that kind of showed we just didn't have enough going down that left side, especially with Jota as well. A very underwhelming match. That first half, we didn't counter press at all. And I think that's one thing that really pissed Klopp off and myself off, and probably a lot of yous as well. We were very flat, and we didn't create too many chances. Nunes for the whole match had 9 attempts on goal, which is the most in the Prem for one match. Misses from 2 yards out, which he should be putting away. 100% putting that ball in the back of the net. Mo was very quiet as well. I don't know that the header, whether it was an off-putted header he did, or he was actually assisting Nunes for that one. But it was a dire match from us. Our midfield just seemed disjointed again. Maka, playing the 6, it's just not him. We keep saying it over and over again, that he's not a number 6, and it's not his fault. He keeps being put there and trying to do his best, and now he picked up his 5th yellow card, so he will miss the next match against Brentford. Which might be a blessing in disguise for Endo to come in and put in a good performance for that match, just to give Klopp a better headache to have. Because we have City coming up after the international break. But there was just lots of worries all over the pitch. I thought Konate lacked concentration. He did that mazy run, which was Matip-esque. But to me, he just lacks a bit of concentration at times. I thought Van Dijk didn't put a foot wrong, really. And Alisson really had nothing to do apart from pick the ball out at the back of the net, in the 80th minute. But apart from that, there was really nothing. Trent, again, it just seems like everybody targets that right side. He's an absolutely baller of a passer. But his defending today, he was getting run ragged by their player. Also, as I said before, Mo and Jota were really, really quiet. They just didn't seem like they could get in the game, especially Mo, just like the easiest passes. They were just going all over the place for him. He wasn't able to bring the ball down. He wasn't able to get past his man. So I think it was just a frustrating day for everyone. Just the final ball wasn't there. The missed chances, and it was very frustrating. I mean, at least this match wasn't like the early kickoff, where especially where I live, you got to get up at 6 to watch it at 6:30 in the morning. So at least it wasn't that bad. Bad enough though. Luton, again, to all their credit goes to them because they set up really, really well against us, and we couldn't get past that low block. That has really frustrated us over the last 4 or 5 seasons. Especially with newly promoted teams, we just seem to have issues with them, and we just can't put them away. And then our man, who I've got to say is the bravest man, on that pitch today, and he came on late and scored to equalise Luis Diaz. I mean, everyone knows what went on, what's going on with his mum and dad. His mum's back home now, but his dad, still kidnapped. Hopefully that gets sorted out. But for him to come on the pitch and do what he did and score, hats off to him. Love the sheer freedom for Papa. But just has to have amazing character and be a strong individual to want to play football at a time like that. So, just kudos to him. In the end, a lot of people always say, what does a draw give you? And, it's like a loss. And it always does feel like a loss, as emotions run high. But, when we wake up tomorrow, we have one more point than we did the day before. We're in third at the moment. So, I just put it down to hopefully just one of those matches that, it just didn't look like we were going to win. Luton, probably are going to go down at the end of the season. And, with some of their chants, from their fan base as well today, again, feed the Scousers and always the victims. It's disgusting. It needs to be kicked out. The FA really need to do something about this. It's not all Luton fans. It's a minority of Luton fans singing that absolute garbage, and it needs to stop. But at the end of the day, let's go back. It's a point gained. That's how I've got to look at it. We could have easily lost today, but we didn't. We kept going. We got the equaliser late on, 95th minute. But we go again. We got Toulouse coming up on Thursday. Hopefully, we can beat Toulouse and then put that group stage to bed, and get through to the next round with two games to spare, where we can play a lot more of the youngsters, and give some of our other players a little bit of a breather. And then obviously, next Sunday we've got Brentford at home, which is another biggie. So, obviously the result isn't what we all wanted at the end of the day, but it's a point gained. And, I'm sure Klopp and the lads will deconstruct, what went on, what we need to do better, and what we need to do going forward. But, today just wasn't good enough for me. Man of the match, I can't, man of the match I would give to Luis Diaz, for scoring the goal and for just being such an incredible, brave person. And Van Dijk was up there as well. But the rest of the team just, again, just looked half-arsed. And we should, all due respect to Luton, we should be beating teams like Luton though. But, it is what it is. And, we move on, as we've always done. So, on to the next match. But just wanted to say I've got a story, football and music one-on-one episode coming out with Eddie London from the band China Crisis. I was a massive fan of theirs growing up, part of my musical influence as well. So that's coming out this week or next week. We obviously got the preview for the Toulouse game and Brentford games. So yeah, please put your notifications on, and then you get notified quicker when the episodes are coming out. Please keep liking and subscribing, and I'm hoping you're liking the content. We've got the busy season coming up, especially with Crimbo and New Year's and all the holiday stuff coming up. So hopefully our mate Glenn is going to get the Crimbo quiz part 2 together, and rack our brains with his magnificent questions. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, and until next time, we'll see you later.